My entire wash day usually takes about 4 hours. If I couldn't do my wash day routine, I am such a bitch. Hi, I'm Nigella Miller. I'm a hairstylist and barber based in Brooklyn, New York, and this is my wash day. I feel like wash day is that time where you're able to have a me time moment. So my wash day routine consists of me doing a scalp treatment, cleansing with 2 shampoos, going in with a treatment hair mask, locking in the moisture with a conditioner, using a heat protector to protect my hair cuticle, and then doing a silk press. I usually wash my hair about once a week. It's because I have psoriasis and I just am very cautious about having like product buildup and flaky scalps. I want to stretch my curl pattern and see what my hair looks like straight. I haven't done it in a while. So the first step I do is I apply my scalp treatment just to make sure my scalp is hydrated and to tend to my psoriasis. So my hair texture is about a 4C. I do have a little bit of like 2 different types of 4C texture. My hair tends to be extremely frizzy, and I usually wear it in a very like natural, organic wash and go afro. I love to use sugar-based products, and I am obsessed with the Never Salty by Taraji. It has a sugar scrub base to it. It exfoliates the scalp really well, so I'm able to lift the dead skin off of my scalp and get a clean cleanse before I go into my shampooing. So the scalp treatment is perfect for anyone who has like dry scalp or psoriasis like me. So you need to remove the dead skin and go back to having a nice healthy scalp. My wash day growing up was it was a regular day. It was something that we just naturally did, me and my family. I was the girl who was like in the neighborhood, the go-to girl that was like, oh, I have to get Nigella to do my hair because there's no one else that can do it, you know? And then that became a thing. I've been in the industry for about a little over 13 years. I specialize in men's grooming, hair cutting, also women's hairstyling, natural hair, curly hair. I kind of do it all. The first step allows me to detoxify my scalp, my curls, my whole afro in general before I tap into like the second shampoo. Detoxifying is pulling out all the buildup, product buildup, whatever's in your hair for the past week, 2 weeks, month, 3 months. My second shampoo is just to make sure that my hair is really clean, and most of the time I use a hydrating shampoo just to make sure that I get all the moisture in. I usually stay away from any products that have too much sulfate. I tend to go towards my natural products or natural ingredients, or organic at least. Certain salons have their own aesthetic, and if you don't fit their aesthetic, they will try to tailor your look to fit the salon if they like you that much. I've always had very fun, eclectic style. They wanted me to blend in, which is hard because my skin tone don't blend in. But I felt like they would try to mute my style and give me direction and how I should wear my hair or how I should dress. My next step is doing my hair mask. I usually tap in and listen to some Afro beats, and that kind of gets me in a vibe because my wash day is very therapeutic. I have low porosity hair, and that means that it doesn't absorb as much moisture, which means I have to put in way more product. I love doing hair masks because I am able to add more moisture to my hair on another level. It just elevates it. I think doing a deep conditioner or hair mask before your conditioner is very crucial. You're not locking your cuticles with a conditioner. Your cuticles are still open after your shampoo, so that allows your hair mask to actually sit into your cuticles and your hair to absorb all the moisture and nutrients that it actually needs. I usually comb in this stage because it's very important to detangle my hair. Being that I have low porosity hair, my hair is very fine and it tends to create all these tangles and knots. So I choose a wide tooth comb because it takes in as much hair as possible. So a wide tooth comb works best for my texture. I leave my hair mask in for about 30 minutes, and in the meantime, I am making a kale salad. I am looking up my favorite TV shows. I love watching Girlfriends just because it just brings me back to my childhood. It was just amazing seeing a group of Black women that look natural and beautiful. the things they go through in the show is very relatable, and it's still relatable today. It's super important to hydrate your hair, especially being a curly hair girl, because our hair tends to be very drying. And when you have curly hair, you can never add enough moisture. If you didn't overly hydrate your hair, it would tend to be very dry, it would tend to break off, it would tend to be very frizzy. My next step is rinsing. When I'm rinsing my mask out, I love to have the water just run through my hair and literally just get rid of all the product. And I finger comb through that process just to make sure all the product's out of my hair, and my hair is actually already detangled with my wide tooth comb, so it makes it very easy for me to get every single sud out. My next step is going on to my conditioner. I love my conditioner process because it's like the easiest part of my wash day moment. This process is like the last final step when it comes to washing my hair. I usually let my conditioner sit for about 30 minutes. I want the processing time to have my cuticles close up and lock in all the moisture. I try to keep myself busy and not pay attention to the 30 minutes, but it's very crucial. So the next step is me rinsing out my conditioner, and I usually use a lukewarm water to get all the product out, and then sealing my cuticle even more with a cool rinse. It's that extra step to giving your hair this beautiful shine. I towel dry my hair to remove 90% of the moisture so I can apply my heat protectant. Usually when you apply the product on with a full damp head, the hair doesn't get to like absorb the moisture, it slips out. My next step is applying my heat protectant. Heat protectant is a prep and style, especially for curly hair. It's very important. It is something that every curly person needs to have in their step process of actually styling their hair. My heat protector allows me to protect my hair follicle, my curls. It allows me to also save my hair color. Heat protectant actually coats your hair follicles and creates this barrier which allows you to apply heat. It allows you to curl your hair up to about 450 degrees. And that is amazing. Because I have color in my hair, it's super important to use heat protector. I processed my hair as a double process to have my amazing green. So that is already like adding a color process, and then straightening. The only thing that can protect my curl is a heat protectant. If I do not use that valuable step, I could be on the verge of losing my curl pattern, changing my complete texture, and just having completely different hair. The type of heat protectant I use is a cream-based heat protectant, and I think with a cream-based heat protectant, I'm able to saturate my curls a bit better. Now I'm moving on to styling, and I want to do a silk press hairstyle. It is you blow drying your hair, flat ironing it, and then letting it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to let your hair cool down so that flat iron process looks very nice and shiny. The key tools are a blow dryer. You can either have a blow dryer with a brush attachment, a comb attachment, or even a nozzle attachment, depending on how you want to blow dry your hair. Then second is your flat iron. That is super important. That's the crucial point of your silk press. You have to have a really good flat iron, especially for textured hair. The third thing you need to have is your plastic cap or a saran wrap. You apply a little product after flat ironing your hair, wrap it into a doobie, and then apply either a saran wrap or a plastic cap to lock in that heat, and that will steam your flat iron process without sweating out the hair. It just kind of sets that style for you to have the most like flowy, bouncy blowout. When you release your hair from the cap, you can wear that blowout for at least 2 to 3 weeks if you take care of it and you doobie your hair every night. I feel like it came out great. It's exactly what I wanted. My hair is super hydrated. It has a nice bounce. It's smooth and silky. My wash days are super important to me because it's not only tied to the way I look, it's the way I feel.